As I walked up to the conveyor belt in which the students who eat at my dining hall put their dirty dishes, I was surprised by the amount of food that's wasted by each and every student. I can't blame the strangers around me though, because I know that sometimes I waste food too. By working together, hopefully we can lessen the amount of food waste in America. Food is wasted in many ways, and eliminating it can help our economy and environment. Each day, there's a large amount of very edible food that's wasted. In America alone, we waste a ton of food. JP, in a 2013 article, How Much Food Does the Average American Waste?, states that the average American wastes about 25% of the food they purchase. When you waste food, you don't really think much of it, right? But putting it in this perspective makes it seem as bad as it really is. In 2010, Laura Wright told us that some 13% of solid waste consists of food and other edible cast-offs. That's 30 million tons a year. To look at it a different way, we could feed all of Canada during that same time period. The global volume of food wastage is estimated to be 1.6 billion tons of primary product equivalents, while the total wastage for the edible part of food is 1.3 billion tons. Compare that amount against the total agricultural production, which is about 6 billion tons. Why is so much food being wasted, you ask? There are several reasons why. In 2013, John Oliver did a segment on reasons people waste food. One thing he found was that people throw away peaches because they don't look right. I understand that you want to make sure the food isn't rotting, but when it's the shape of the peach that turns you off, why are you throwing it away? In an article by Marissa McNatt titled Help Your Supermarket Cut Food Waste and published on the Earth 911 website on October 2011, it was stated that in supermarkets, damaged egg cartons, bruised apples, out-of-season labels, and other things like that are set aside because they are considered imperfect goods. How can we fix this? There are several ways to fix this growing problem in the United States. You can start in the home. Have you ever heard of the Reduce, Reuse, Recycle plan? I would be surprised if you had it, but if you have not, let me tell you. It's basically this system to help reduce the amount of things being wasted. We can reduce the amount of food wasted by planning ahead what we will eat or even taking smaller portions. As my mom would always say, you can always take more once you finish your plate. The reduce part of this is not as appealing because no one really likes leftovers, right? This part of the process is very important though. If you have leftovers, eat them. Don't throw it away. If you absolutely do not want it, consider donating it somewhere or giving it to a homeless person. And finally, recycle. One example I can think of in this situation is what my mom always did when we were done frying some oil. We used to always make donuts, and to do this we would fry dough in a pot of oil. My mom never threw the oil away. We could always clean it out and then use it next time. We can also fix the growing food waste problem in businesses. There's a program called the Rock and Wrap Up. This program goes to places where concerts and other venues are held and collects the leftover food. They then use it to help feed people in need. Why do we need to do this? It'll bring us benefits. This is one way we can truly impact the environment. The amount of food wasted damages our daily life. When we waste food, it has to go somewhere, right? So it goes to this dump, and then this dump lets off a crazy amount of methane and greenhouse gas. These gases are basically killing our environment. In the 2016 article, Sustainable Management of Food, it says that greenhouse gas is more damaging to the environment than carbon dioxide. It's also a very expensive process. It can cost upwards toward $750 billion annually. Food is wasted in America like it's nothing. Sometimes it's wasted and it shouldn't be. There are many waste locations that have shown the kinds of food wasted. a lot of it's perfectly edible. There are several ways to help fix this problem, and it starts in the homes and businesses. With the amount of work it may take, it'll bring rewarding benefits like a better environment. We need to work together so that we can live in a better world with less people starving and less food waste.